Hello everyone. I'm Jenny. Today, I'd like to invite you to listen to a touching life story. This story is called Simple Dream. Everyone has dreams. Some people dream of becoming rich or famous. Others simply dream of having a better life. But sometimes, the most beautiful dreams are the simplest ones. This is a story about a young boy named Nam, who once wished for a pair of shoes. His dream seemed small, but it taught him a big lesson about gratitude and kindness. Through one meeting, Nam learned to see life differently, to appreciate what he already had, and to walk forward with a thankful heart. There was a boy named Nam. He lived in a small village with his parents. His family was poor, but they were kind and happy. Every day, Nam walked to school on a long dirt road. He had no shoes. Nam often looked at his classmates' new shoes and thought, "I wish I had a pair of shoes like them." One afternoon, on his way home, Nam saw a man sitting under a tree. The man was in a wheelchair. He smiled at Nam and said, "Hello, are you coming home from school?" Nam nodded and looked down at his bare feet. "Yes, sir. I wish I had new shoes so my feet wouldn't hurt." The man looked at Nam and said softly, "I wish I had legs like you, so I could walk and stand again." Nam was shocked. He looked at the man's legs and saw that they were gone. His heart felt heavy. He didn't know what to say. The man smiled kindly. "Don't be sad. We all have dreams. But sometimes, we forget how lucky we are." That night, Nam looked at his old sandals. His mother had fixed them with plastic rope. He cleaned them and put them neatly by the door. He felt grateful. He thought about the man in the wheelchair and said quietly, "Thank you for what I have." From that day, Nam stopped feeling sad about not having new shoes. He studied hard. He wanted to help people who were less lucky than him. Years passed. Nam grew up and worked at a center for people with disabilities. Every day, he helped children learn to walk with artificial legs. He always encouraged them. Don't give up. Every small step is important. One day, a little boy cried and said, "I don't want to practice anymore. I just want real legs." Nam smiled and told him, "When I was young, I wanted new shoes too. But then I met a man who had no legs. He taught me that the most important thing is not the shoes, but the strength to stand up and keep walking." The boy stopped crying and started to practice again. Nam watched him and smiled. He remembered the man he met long ago. That meeting changed his life. This story teaches us that we don't need big dreams to be happy. Sometimes, the smallest dreams have the biggest meaning. What matters most is not what we have, but how we feel about what we have. As Helen Keller once said, "I cried because I had no shoes until I saw a man who had no feet." Be thankful, be kind, and always remember, life is a gift. The story Simple Dream teaches us a beautiful lesson about gratitude and perspective. Many times, we focus on what we don't have, new shoes, a bigger house, or more money. But we often forget to appreciate the simple things that truly matter, like health, family, and the ability to walk, see, and love. When Nam met the man without legs, he realized how lucky he was. His small wish for a pair of shoes became something greater, a deep understanding of life. From that moment, he stopped complaining and started feeling thankful. Later, he used his life to help others, showing that real happiness comes from giving, not just receiving. This story reminds us that every person has their own dreams and struggles. What seems small to one person may be a big dream for another. We should never compare or judge. Instead, we can live each day with kindness, empathy, and a grateful heart. Because sometimes, the simplest dream, to walk, to smile, or to love, is already the greatest gift. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to listen to this story. I truly appreciate your presence and your open heart. Sometimes, a simple story like Simple Dream can remind us of the most important things in life: gratitude, kindness, and love. Life is not always perfect, but when we learn to see beauty in small things, our hearts become lighter and happier. I hope this story has touched your heart and helped you remember how lucky we all are, even in simple ways, to walk, to smile, and to dream. If this story inspired you, please share it with someone who might need a little hope today. Your small action could brighten someone's world. Once again, thank you for being here, for listening, and for growing together through stories like this. Keep believing in your dreams, keep being kind, and never forget to be grateful for what you have. Have a peaceful and beautiful day, everyone. See you next time.